Hi, I'm Alois Bunjira and you're listening to the ZiFM Sport Podcast.
Zimbabwe's finest radio. ZiFM Stereo.
It's Lionel Messi! He scored! The goal the world wanted!
It's time for the biggest sports stories.
It's Neymar trying to feed it through. It's a stretch and it's in. And I can't remember the last time I saw something like this. Extraordinary scenes.
The biggest interviews.
It's more difficult. Obviously, it's more difficult.
And all the analysis right here.
If they play poorly, they come back, they've got all the excuses. They can't have it both ways.
Every weekday, it's my sport, it's your sport. It's ZiFM Sport. Let's join the team for the biggest show in the world of sport on ZiFM Stereo. My station, your station.
It's a very good evening, Zimbabwe. Football is back in Zimbabwe. Premier Soccer League football kicked off today. The champions are taking on Harare City. We've got that result for you, and we've got a full bill of encounters in this match day one of the top tier of domestic football. Add to that Super Rugby and also league football back in Europe. It promises to be an absolutely fantastic show, and the team to deliver that show are myself, Alois Bunjira, Chris Gray, and of course Sean Tafirenyika. The greatest part of today is, guess what date it is? The 29th of March. Significant for two reasons. Number one, it is Alois Bunjira's birthday. Happy birthday, Alois. Gazaman 14, Crisscross, Zola. My goodness, you got nicknames. Luwe. The ladies around this building call Alois Alois. So he's got lots of nicknames, but we call you a brother here on ZiFM Sport. Did you have a good day, matey?
How old are you? That's the most important question.
The day was good. I turned 44 I haven't turned 44. My mother, I was with my mother this morning, and she said I was born around 6:30.
6:30.
So during the show.
During the show.
So we'll announce it at 6:30 that Alois was born this time.
Yes.
44 years ago. No, we're not going to do that, okay? But I'm glad you had a good day. Make sure you have a fantastic evening, and you could have a fantastic evening if you participated in the Pro Feeds trivia throughout the month of March, because today we will be giving away a 4-plate gas stove and oven courtesy of Pro Feeds. And in the studio we got Tabo from Pro Feeds, who will be doing our draw and will be announcing who has won that fantastic prize. So this show is not one to miss. If somebody is not tuned in, you need to let them know that they need to tune in to ZiFM Stereo. It is my station, your station. It is everybody's station, and everybody is a winner. Let's go to the power play.
The Warriors, the Chevrons, the Cheetahs, the Mighty Warriors, and the Sables. From the pool to the track to the field, we are Team Zimbabwe. The Home Front. Local sports news and analysis. From Rufaro to Barberfields, Mandava to Nyamunga, all the perfect moments in the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League come together on ZiFM Sport.
It is back, the top tier of domestic football, and it kicked off today, and it's tradition now that the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League always starts with a Friday encounter. And for the last couple of seasons, Harare City has been engaged in that opening encounter, and today they entertained the champions coming out of Zishane, and they came into Harare, and did they conquer? We'll let you know now. Reigning champions FC Platinum kicked off their 2019 Castle Lager Premier Soccer League with a 2-0 victory over Harare City at Rufaro. Pure platinum play. Got their goals from Ali Sadiki and Elvis Moyo from either half. The match had a cagey start, with both teams failing to create meaningful opportunities in the first quarter of an hour. The show in the middle of the park, however, was balanced throughout the half, but it was the visitors who went to the break with the advantage. Sadiki opening the scoring with the first goal in 2019 season in the 33rd minute. The Sunshine Boys introduced the attacking trio of Tatinda Tumba, Wilfred Manondo and William Manondo and Kudamusharu in the second half with the hope of securing an equalizer, but the odds went against them again in the 81st minute when Moyo doubled the lead. Pure Platinum play, we spoke about them yesterday in our build-up with Mike, and we spoke about the fact that they probably had the best pre-season, second to Ngezi Platinum Stars, who went across to South Africa. But who could have thought of a better pre-season than to play 6 competitive games against the best in Africa? And there it is. They're looking sharp. They did the business, FC Platinum.
Yeah, if the other teams want to catch up, want to be on par with FC Platinum, I hope that they did a very good pre-season, because they are playing a team that is like right up there in their fitness and well tuned. What better pre-season than to actually play the best club in Africa, Esperance, 2 weeks before the start of the season, and then you start your season with Harare City. You were playing against the Orlando Pirates and all that.
Champions of Africa.
Yes, so I think they've got an advantage. I think that the teams that are chasing the championship this season better had a good pre-season, so that we know what they need to do. Stay abreast.
Yes,
stay abreast, because
exactly.
it will take its toll on FC Platinum as well. Remember, they're coming back for the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
So towards the end of the season, that's when they might try to catch up with FC Platinum. So they need to stay close.
Chris, will it catch up with them? I mean, we always hear about fatigue and all this, but you've got to say to yourself that this is a squad game, and you look at the FC Platinum squad. They've got a very deep quality squad that might be able to actually challenge and traverse both fronts quite well.
Absolutely, and I think they've actually increased their squad depth. They managed to bring on board Chikwende. He was at Chicken Inn previously, and the things he's doing on the field in terms of creating chances for FC Platinum, he is absolutely brilliant, and without a doubt the best buy so far. And also in terms of their fatigue, and it catches up with them, I don't think so. I think, if anything, it sharpened a few players who we hadn't been taking a particular look at. For example, Elvis Moyo.
Yes.
He actually plays pretty well alongside his brother, and a lot better than when they play separately and only one of them is on the field. So it's those little things that they've managed to see throughout the CAF Champions League that in this particular season, this particular PSL season, is going to be really advantageous to them.
Quick question, Alois. He's got a window, does Norman Mapeza, in at the start of July to the end of July, that mid-season window. Does he try to get a little bit deeper and then split the squad, have a Champions League squad and then have a league squad as well, to make sure that he's able to, if he is still leading the league at that stage, because right now he's on top of the league, if he's still leading the league at that stage, to be able to challenge domestically and then also to be able to traverse the qualifiers for the group stages of the CAF Champions League successfully?
Yeah, I think that all depends with how they play in the first games. If they can actually get a healthy lead towards the window, I think he will start doing that. He will start having a squad, not completely, but he will start playing around with his players, resting some of his players, because obviously, let's be honest, I think his eyes are now on the Champions League.
Absolutely.
To be honest, that is starting in August. He wants that, because obviously the members, they were like, okay, they can win here, but we want them to win. People are already starting to talk. So I think he has got his mind on that. So I still think he needs that marquee signings.
Yes.
That marquee signings of a midfielder and a striker, I still think that they need it.
You still maintain that he needs to go for it.
Yes, because we don't have those kind of players I'm talking about.
I mean, even just taking a look at a squad like Harare City that looks threatening but can't score. Today they managed to get 2-0 up, but they don't have someone out front who can make sure that they hit the net every single game, week in, week out. We simply don't have those kind of strikers in the country. And I think that's one of the things we saw in the CAF Champions League this time was, look, you know what? FC Platinum is a good squad at home and they're great, but when it comes onto the continent now, they need a lot more attacking force.
Where you're not going to get many chances on the continent, you need to take the chances that you do get. You can't afford to spurn those chances, but chances they did take this afternoon against Harare City. Goals by Ali Sadiki and Elvis Moyo, giving the Pure Platinum play a 2-0 victory over Harare City, who themselves didn't play badly, but I think that there are deeper problems at Harare City,
and they are playing a well-oiled machine.
They are playing a well-oiled machine, but for me, I think that, look, beyond what's happening on the field of play, Harare City has got enough money, enough backing for them to be doing a lot better than they're doing presently. And I don't think they can keep looking at the coaching staff, keep looking at the players. I think now it's time for us to look at the administration at Harare City and ask questions of the administration in terms of what are they doing with the resources that they're being presented with, because they're not kicking on.
As a rate-paying citizen of Harare, and I'm not a Harare City fan, but I'm a rate-paying citizen, and that is exactly where they get their funds from. I'd like to see Harare City scoring goals. Last season, they were getting by with a draw here, a draw there, and that's how they managed to stay where they were when we finished the end of the last season. So for me, I want to see performance. If you are a well-oiled machine, if you are financially well-oiled, I'd like to see goals that are being scored.
100%.
Yeah, especially in an economy where other clubs are struggling and you have that kind of advantage of money. I think they should be challenging for the league, but we don't know. They could be challenging. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Time,
they played against FC Platinum. We expected them to lose this one. So we'll see how it goes.
100%.
Just to clarify, they did say they're aiming for top 4.
Harare City
is aiming for top 4.
We'll see how
Your match day fixtures for your first match day of Castle Lager Premier Soccer League this season. Tomorrow, Black Rhinos take on Highlanders at the National Sports Stadium. Highlanders recently just got a nice big boost in terms of sponsorship, and they'll be taking on Highlanders tomorrow at the National Sports Stadium. How do you see this one playing out, Alois? First game of the season.
I still want to see. I still want to watch the first game. We don't know. The problem with the Zimbabwean clubs, we don't know what they've been up to. In the preseason, they don't give us the opportunities and all that. We have to wait and see what they give us. And then, because for me right now, I've got about nine teams that I think they will challenge for the league. 9. I still have to trim them down.
What I can say about Black Rhinos is that they've certainly been they emptied out most of their military members in the squad and pushed them to their Division 1 outfit, which is Cranwell Bullets.
Yes.
And what they've got is they've got a completely new squad, and Herbert Marua saw something that he needed to refresh his squad. So we're going to see a more civilian, in inverted commas, Black Rhino side that against Highlanders, that has had a truncated preseason. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Chicken Inn is going to be up against ZPC Kariba at Luveve. They probably get to travel in their fancy new bus. Mshawani Stars versus Dynamos at Rufaro. Mshawani Stars coming into this promoted from D1. How do you see this one playing out with the Dynamos side that has new sponsorship? They have been looking pretty okay during preseason. Baz, what do you think?
I think Dynamos win because
no. Is that head or heart?
It's head and heart, and this is why. I've had a chance to have a look at both teams, and for me, Mshawani Stars has relied too much on the team that got them into the Premier League. And it's great to reward the players who got you in, but you need to strengthen your squad. They haven't done that. They haven't done it enough for them to challenge. What we have seen, though, is we've seen a Dynamo side that's looking a lot stronger than individuals think. And I think we saw that against Caps United, where it's a Dynamo side that can sneak a result. And against Mshawani, I don't think there'll be necessarily a need to sneak a result, especially given that this game is at Rufaro.
Yeah. The problem with clubs now, I think Rent House, they gave some people an illusion.
Yes.
They gave the new clubs an illusion that we can actually come with new players and do well. I feel so. I'm worried about those players, those teams. I'm even worried about even Rent House themselves.
Yes.
They did well last season. It's okay, but they can't sit and think that it's going to be a different ballgame.
It's going to be players as well.
Yeah.
Your match is on Sunday. Chipungu versus Bulawayo Chiefs at Mandava. Caps United will be taking on newly promoted Manika Diamonds at the National Sports Stadium. We'll see if all those issues Manika Diamonds was having pre-season is going to impact on their season this time. Triangle will be taking on Ngezi Platinum at Gibbo. Wange versus Yada at the Colliery. And Horrentials take on newly promoted the Wi-Fi Boys Tau 1 at Rufaro.
Hello, I'm Madinda Ndovu, the Highlanders coach. You are listening to ZiFM Sport.
This let's give you some more local sport, starting off in rugby, where former Sables coach Brendan Dawson has been tasked to lead the Zimbabwe Academy side during their maiden appearance in the Super Sport Rugby Challenge scheduled for the 27th of April to the 29th of June in South Africa. A national select team will make its debut in the Super Sport Rugby Challenge, joining continental rivals Namibia as a second country representative team in South Africa's second-tier domestic competition. Dawson was Sables coach from 2007 to 2015 before returning to the national setup as assistant to former Springbok coach Peter de Villiers when the latter was appointed head coach last year. More rugby news for you. Utility backliner Stefan Hundudza has reunited with former Sables coach Cyprian Mandege after signing for Old Hararians Rugby Club ahead of the 2019 domestic season. The short and stout Hundudza, who is not afraid to take on any opponent regardless of frame and mass, was playing for Diggers in Zambia last season and just recently returned home to captain the Zambezi Cheetahs during the Kwese 7 series. And finally, athletics news. Prize money for this year's PPC Matopo's 33-mile ultramarathon has trebled in each category after the race sponsors put in 48,000. The 2018 PPC availed 16,000 as prize money. PPC Zimbabwe General Manager for Sales and Marketing Kosana Mapuma said about 650 people. That's a big number for a marathon. Had thus far registered for the event, and that's going to be held on the 6th of April.
Qualcomm, the home of great food, celebrates its 75th birthday. As a thank you to all our customers, we have amazing price cuts on all your favorite products. Enjoy unbelievably reduced prices on our frozen boerewors, breakfast and ready-to-eat sausages. Celebrate 75 years of wholesome, tasty goodness. Available at all leading retail stores and Qualcomm shops nationwide. Qualcomm, 75 years of greatness.
Tiles is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and we are slashing prices by up to 20% on all our ceramic tiles, porcelain tiles, and our laminate flooring. Yes, you heard right, 20%. Visit us at 5 Samora Michelle Avenue and our state-of-the-art showroom and fully stocked warehouse at 80 Simon Mazoredze Road. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Don't miss out on this crazy offer. Hurry while stocks last.
Need mileage for your business? La Decima Print House is your all-in-one printing solution. Your one-stop shop litho printing for all your flyers, brochures, newsletters, church posters, company profiles, annual reports, all quick BizHub digital stationery printing, dissertations and general, photocopying services, HP large format printer for office signage branding, vehicle branding, and banners, DTG M6 industrial digital t-shirt and fabric printing, corporate gifts, and many more. La Decima Print House has packages that can be tailor-made to suit your business's unique printing needs. To place your order, call La Decima Print House on 0772 413 603 or 242 446 466, or visit us at Unit 9B, 75 Roberts Drive, Masasa, Harare. La Decima Print House. If you can think it, we can ink it.
Crescent Play is unlike TV. Crescent Play stay entertained all day. Online streaming channels on your TV. Yeah. For kids, entertainment. Yeah. Movies, sports, and music. Yeah. Gaming, travel, and more. Yeah. Premium entertainment on Crescent Play. Watch it all, find it all. Crescent Play is unlike TV. Unlike TV, yeah. Crescent Play stay entertained all day. Crescent Play is unlike TV. Unlike TV. Crescent Play stay entertained all day.
Get your Quessa Play device for just $59. Quessa Play. It's unlike TV.
Here we go again.
Enjoy world-class radio online. ZiFM Stereo is available on TuneIn. Search for ZiFM Stereo and you got it.
From the front of the grid to the back of the net, it's ZiFM Sport. International Sports News Roundup, where the world comes out to play.
All right, let's go international, and we start with a Super Rugby update where the Sunwolves edge the Waratahs 31-29 to earn a famous victory on Australian soil at McDonald Jones Stadium, Newcastle. Semisi Masirewa was the star for the Japanese, scoring a hat-trick as the Sunwolves won a historic first victory over the Waratahs in the Hunter Valley. And earlier this morning, defending Super Rugby champions, the Crusaders bounced back from a rare loss to down the Hurricanes 32-8 in the New Zealand capital. A normal service was resumed as the Crusaders scored 4 tries to 1, making amends for a defeat to the Waratahs last week that broke a 19-match winning streak. The Crusaders' scoreline included a double by David Havili, who was denied a hat-trick by a forward pass. Crusaders captain Sam Whitelock said his team had a point to prove after last week's loss.
Yeah, last week was tough. 6-day turnaround was great for us. The boys wanted to get on the horse straight away. After the game last week, the boys were disappointed, and really cool to come here, a place that we haven't had a lot of luck lately. So I'm really proud of the way the boys held out, and we didn't give anything away at the end there too. We looked at ourselves pretty heavily, our decision making and how we played in those conditions, and it's something that we're going to be able to adjust and adapt on the run. I thought tonight we controlled the ball better, and it allowed us to play when we wanted.
The Hurricanes left empty-handed but stayed second and fourth in the New Zealand Conference and overall standings respectively. Let's also get the post-match thoughts of Hurricane scrum half TJ Perinara.
Yeah, I thought we had plenty of chance as well, to be honest with you. We were on their line for big parts of that game, and they defended well. They didn't let us in, and for us, we got to be more clinical when we're at the right end of the field. They scored off, I think, 2 kicks where we didn't cover, or they got a bounce of the ball, which is credit to them, and they got a pick where they scored as well. If we eliminate those from our games and we execute down the right end of the field, we put ourselves in a great chance to win that game. It's a quality football side that we come up against tonight, and if you make errors, they pounce on them, and if you don't take your opportunities, then you end up on the wrong end of the scoreboard.
All right, that footy update, as they would say in New Zealand. Also, the fact that All Blacks captain Kieran Reid made his first appearance of the season in the number 8 shirt for the Crusaders, but sat out the second half with an apparent thigh strain. Good to see Kieran Reid back in the lineup for the Crusaders. The rest of your Super Rugby fixtures for this weekend are the Blues taking on the Stormers, the Reds host the Rebels, the Sharks versus the Bulls, and the Jaguares take on the Chiefs.
Hi, I'm JC Krill, Springbok and Blue Bulls backline player. You are listening to ZiFM Sports.
Around the world in 60 seconds. International sports news.
We take off in Manama, where Lewis Hamilton believes Ferrari and Red Bull will be both a lot closer to Mercedes in the Bahrain Grand Prix and is braced for a 3-way battle. Mercedes dominated the opening round of the season in Australia, something Hamilton described as a pleasant surprise, with pre-season favourites Ferrari well off the pace. Hamilton expects Ferrari to bounce back in Bahrain, a race they won last year after facing a similar pace gap to Mercedes in the season opener. Off to Miami, where Ashley Barty eased into the biggest final of her career with a straight set victory over Estonia's Annette Kontaveit at the Miami Open. Following rain delays that amassed almost 5 hours, Australia's Barty beat Kontaveit 6-3, 6-3, breaking her opponent's serve on 5 occasions. Barty won the women's doubles title in Miami last year with American Coco Vandeweghe. She'll play Karolina Pliskova in tomorrow's final. Touching down in Texas, where Rory McIlroy maintained his winning start to the WGC Dell Technologies match play, but the prospect of a McIlroy versus Tiger Woods last 16 clash took a hit on day 2 in Austin. McIlroy followed up his comfortable opening day winner over Luke List with an impressive 3-2 victory over Justin Harding, and he will advance from Group 4 if he avoids defeat against Matt Fitzpatrick tonight. Woods needs to beat Patrick Cantlay and hope that Aaron Wise gets the better of Brandt Snedeker if he is to face McIlroy tomorrow morning.
ZiFM Stereo is untouchable.
Well, you take a tap in these circumstances.
The daily sports trivia question is brought to you by ProFeeds. ProFeeds, your feed and farm professionals.
The way you do it is very, very simple. All you had to do was send us the hashtag ProFeeds Daily Trivia on our WhatsApp number, and you could have been our daily winner. Now, how do you become our daily winner? Well, our intrepid producer, Sean, would decide who he was going to call on a daily basis. And then if you receive that call, you'd then field 2 questions, easy questions most of the times. And if you answered them correctly, you were our daily winner, and you were in with a chance to go into the hat for Tabo from ProFeeds to draw you. And we just want to say congratulations to some of our daily winners, the likes of Lamek Madidi. You had Wisdom Kunaka, Tumelo Kazawa, who had a great conversation with Michael. Apparently, he was the younger brother of a guy that Mike went to school with, actually. A guy who played football at Jamison High School, which is phenomenal. Tokmo Chivima and Anna Muzonza. Those are some of our daily winners. Not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, because I think we only had possibly 2 calls that didn't win a prize. But in the studio today, we are proud to say we've got Tabo from ProFeeds. Good evening to you, Tabo, and welcome to ZiFM Sport again.
Good evening, and Barry, and thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And what's happening at ProFeeds? Anything that we need to know?
Oh, yes. So at ProFeeds, we've got our Facebook that is very active, and
Awesome.
Lots of promotions on Facebook. I think every now and again, every 2 weeks, we've got lots of winners coming through. So log on to our Facebook page. We've got lots and lots of things for you guys to win.
So ProFeeds is all about winning, eh?
Oh, yes.
You just want to give things away.
Partner with the performance feed.
There we go. Partner with the performance feed. Well, today we are here to give away a 4-plate Capri gas stove and oven. And do we have our daily winners in the draw hat? We certainly do. Tabo has got it, and we are recording it, and we will be posting it on our Facebook page, and indeed the ProFeeds Facebook page, just to show you that it is a bona fide process. And Tabo is shaking it now, and we'll find out.
It's not a hat, Barry.
It's not a hat. It's like a sleeve. It's a gizmo.
Okay.
It's a doofy. Okay, so
Okay.
Chris is going to hold it up, and then Tabo is going to do the draw. Tabo is not looking, lest she draw the name of Barry Menandi.
Yeah.
It's quite possible. Somehow managed to get in. Do we have a winner?
Oh, yes, we've got a winner.
Tabo, who is our winner of a 4-plate
It's
Capri gas
Lamek
stove?
Madidi, and I heard you talking about
Lamek Madidi.
Lamek Madidi, well done.
Lamek Madidi, thanks for playing, and congratulations. You are the winner of a 4-plate Capri gas stove and oven, courtesy of ProFeeds, and win with the performance feed. There's also a great thing coming up, which is the Arlington International Show Jumping Event. That's all happening in the month of April.
So turns out we have 2 prizes to give away. So we need to pick another name out of the
That's
hat.
a wonderful surprise.
What is the consolation? Or
Yes, it's a consolation prize of a kettle.
Wonderful.
A Capri
All right.
kettle.
So
Just
we've
in
got a
time
not
Capri
for
kettle.
winter.
Not kettle, yeah.
No, we're getting towards winter.
Yes.
So it's
Electric.
Yes,
Okay.
an electric.
It's Capri. Okay.
No, Alice,
So
not
we
yours.
have to do this again.
So we have to do the draw, and so you could still be a winner with ProFeeds. ProFeeds, the performance feed for all the needs that you have. Then all of them will be Lamek in there. We have one out. Do we have a winner?
Yes. Talk more Chivima.
Chivima, one of our daily winners that we mentioned earlier as well. Congratulations to Talkmore Chivima. And I actually remember the call because Talkmore, I think it was Chris who asked him the questions, Talkmore, and he got both his questions correct. The second one, we had to give him a few clues, but he managed to get there in the end. Tabo, thank you so much for coming. Tell us about the equine event that's coming up, the show jumping event. Should we be there full bar and catering?
Oh, yes. So we've got a horse jump happening from the 12th to the 14th at Arlington.
Yeah.
Please be there. Lots of fun. full bar and catering available.
Yeah, but full bar, I'm okay.
It's the Profeeds Arlington International. As you heard, it's from the 12th to the 14th of April. It's a premier event in the Eventing Equine calendar. It's got 6 countries that are participating, including, of course, the host Zimbabwe. Those countries are Zambia, South Africa, Kenya, Swaziland, Namibia, and of course we complete that list. And there's an expectation of between 130 to 150 competitors in various categories.
And you know what? Everyone is welcome to come through to this. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of entertainment. If you're trying to get something different to do, then this is one of those events you have to go to. You want to bring your umbrellas, chairs, and come and enjoy what's on offer from Africa's finest equine athletes. Entry is only $5 RTGS per head each day. And like she said, full bar and catering will be available.
Tabo, before I let you go, I have to ask you,
Yes.
are you a sports fan?
So much.
So much?
Yes.
What's your favorite sport?
I played volleyball.
Oh, brilliant.
Club and hockey.
Lovely. And hockey.
Oh, yes.
Oh, brilliant. And
Don't
what do you...
soccer?
I do.
Okay.
My team is Man U.
Yes, that's why you're on the same side.
Okay,
Uh-huh, exactly.
Tabo.
It's okay, but
Get out of my studio. Tabo, thank you so much for coming through, and congratulations to our winner. As you heard earlier, the kettle was won by Tokmochi Vima, and the 4-plate Capri gas stove and oven won by Lamek Madidi. Congratulations to our winners, and thank you so much to Profeeds, the performance feed.
Well, you take a tap in these circumstances.
The daily sports trivia question was brought to you by Profeeds. Profeeds, the performance feed.
Coming up on Talk Time, Z.
My name is Lindy Prudence Nintis. I'm 32 years old. I used to be a sex worker operating in avenues, which doctors would use me to bring condoms and Ningendashandisa my clients angu for their rituals, only to discover all these men were dying. I will be sharing my story on ZiFM Stereo on Tuesday night, the 2nd of April, from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Tune in as I share my story.
Z.
Crescent Play is unlike TV. Crescent Play stay entertained all day. Online streaming channels on your TV. For kids, entertainment. Movies, sports, and music. Gaming, travel, and more. TV. On TV, yeah. Crescent Play stay entertained all day. Crescent Play is unlike TV. It's unlike TV. Crescent Play stay entertained all day.
Get your Quessa Play device for just $59. Quessa Play, it's unlike TV.
Stay up to date with the latest sporting action and the freshest lineup of on-demand sports on Kwese iFlix. Immerse yourself. Bask in the glory of pulsating action anywhere, anytime. Welcome to the beautiful game on ZiFM Stereo. Brought to you by Kwese iFlix.
Kwese iFlix, entertainment on the go. All the rivalry. Stars.
Absolutely brilliant again from Mo Salah. The twinkling feet, the ice-cool finish, the Egyptian on fire.
And all the game-changing moments.
Aguero!
All the updates from the Premier League on ZiFM Sport.
This is the league we want to watch.
In England, Liverpool face arguably the biggest obstacle remaining in their pursuit of the Premier League title on Sunday when they take on Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield. Following their win over Fulham before the international break, the Reds move to the top of the table. Jurgen Klopp's side go into this set of fixtures with a 2-point lead over Manchester City, although the defending champions still have a game in hand on the Merseyside club. Let's get the pre-match thoughts of Jurgen Klopp.
I think they're exciting times for Tottenham. So now I saw only pictures of it, but it looks
pretty impressive, so they obviously can look forward to that. But after Tottenham played the last game 3 weeks ago, I don't think anybody feels any defeat from last week, from 3 weeks ago, so that we expect the strongest Tottenham you can expect, because I think I heard nothing about any injury problems or whatever. They had a few over the season, but not in the moment. So there will be a strong side here, a world-class team will be here, and we could see even without preparing the game what we did now in the last week, of course. But before that, we saw the Champions League games. We saw Tottenham playing, so it's a very, very good football team.
Jurgen Klopp, of course, declaring that he knows that he's got a tough test coming on Sunday with Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham themselves have been red hot, but in recent times, in their last few league games, they've been a bit patchy, getting draws where we would have thought they'll get a win, and also losing a few games. But given that they're playing the team at the top of the table, that goes out of the window, and it's just 90 minutes of football. Whoever wins, wins.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, and that's one match that I'll be just watching with the glass of water, cold water. When you watch a game that you just want to enjoy football, you just want to enjoy football. You're not supporting anybody. You're not really. You just want good football. And that good football is going to be dished out.
But you look at this fixture, and you'd have thought to yourself, tough encounter, but with the way that both these teams' fortunes have gone in this title race, you've got to think to yourself, Liverpool slightly edges it if the form book is to be believed.
Slightly edges it, but Liverpool, for me, not to be trusted. And Alois, you said something interesting. You said it could be some really interesting football. Something that I've noticed about Liverpool, as soon as a team starts playing gritty football, as soon as they can't get a rhythm going, Liverpool, that's it. They're done. Whether it's in the first half, whether it's in the second half, they can't seem to pick it back up and get their rhythm back. And once their rhythm is gone, then if Tottenham Hotspur can manage to break the game up, this is a win for them.
That's where the element you spoke about, Alice, whereby these are two footballing sides, comes in. Tottenham doesn't play that way. They don't play that bitty, gritty game. They play open, expansive football, and so does Liverpool. So it bodes well. We're probably going to see goals here.
That's why I'm going to have my glass of water to wash it down very well.
And to cool yourself.
Where I don't have any allegiance to any of the two. I'm just watching good football. It's going to be very open. Like you say, I think there's going to be a lot of goals. Both teams, they've got goal scorers. Players that can score goal, not one. Liverpool, they've got Firmino, they've got Mane, they've got Salah. Then when you look at Tottenham, they've got
Harry Kane.
They've got Dele Alli, Song. Ericsson also chips in with goals as well. So this is going to be one hell of a good match. Attacking football, not even one. Both of them. No one has got the history of parking the bus. I don't think they know how to do it. So we're going to enjoy this game
on Sunday. It should be fun. It's Liverpool taking on Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield, and that's a critical one because Anfield has been a fortress. However, any winning run, any unbeaten run, always comes to an end. As a Liverpool fan, I'm hoping this isn't the end of that winning run.
But it's going to be tricky. Man City will be watching this game closely, and this is a match, one of the matches that they've been looking when they were looking at the fixtures. This is one of the matches they were expecting Liverpool to drop points. So they will be watching this match with very great interest.
Well, Manchester City themselves travel to London and they'll be taking on Fulham at Craven Cottage. Brighton will be taking on Southampton in a South Coast derby. Burnley takes on Wolves while Crystal Palace entertain Huddersfield. Leicester City welcome Bournemouth to the King Power Stadium. Manchester United take on Watford at the Theatre of Dreams. It's West Ham versus Everton, and Cardiff City entertain Chelsea. On Monday night, you can expect to watch Arsenal versus Newcastle, another potentially very interesting football match, given that Newcastle defensively organised and Arsenal an attacking threat. That one will be good to watch. We'll build up to that one when we come back to you on Monday evening. Let's go to Italy.
Paolo Rossi, Marco van Basten, George Weah, Gabriel Batistuta, Alessandro Del Piero. Serie A has been home to some of the world's finest strikers. And now they welcome arguably the greatest of them all, Cristiano Ronaldo, the best of Italian football on Z.
Claudio Ranieri expects his players to mount a strong response when Carlo Ancelotti's Napoli visit Roma on Sunday. March has been a damaging month in Roma's campaign, with 3 losses in 4 games, including a Champions League exit at the hands of Porto. Premier League winner Ranieri won his first of 2 games at the helm, but it's the 2-1 loss to Spal last time out that he is keen to put right as they host second-placed Napoli. And they're chasing qualification for Champions League here, Alois. Do you think they can make it given their recent run of form?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. I don't trust Italian clubs. You know, as long as it's not the Juve, the rest of them, they are so inconsistent. You don't know what is going to happen. You know, it's Juve and a clash of 6 teams that are all the same. So you don't really know what is going to happen. Who is going to be chasing who is going to be in the top 4 or not. I really don't know. You know, when I follow Italian football, I just look, you know, and say whatever comes. As long as you're not playing Juve, any result can come through.
It's possible.
And Barry, they are about 4 points behind at the moment. Can they play catch up?
Yes, they can. I think they can. And just like in the same vein that Alex is talking about, that we're getting surprise results. AC Milan at one stage didn't look like it had come together, and then they brought it back onto the rails. Similarly for Roma, I think with Claudio Ranieri, a guy who understands the club, understands Italian football, I think they've got the right man at the helm, and they certainly can make up the ground. I think the question is how the results around them are going to go. But within themselves, they're well able to do it.
The rest of your Serie A fixtures: Chievo takes on Cagliari, Udinese versus Genoa, Juventus takes on Empoli, Sampdoria versus AC Milan, Parma takes on Atalanta, Fiorentina versus Torino, Frosinone versus Spal, Bologna versus Sassuolo, Inter Milan will be taking on Lazio, and like we said, Roma versus Napoli.
The Beautiful Game, brought to you by Kwese.
Turn your TV into an entertainment hub and choose what you want to watch with the all-new Kwese Play device. You can enjoy seamless entertainment streaming on apps such as Kwese iFlix, Netflix, YouTube, and Al Jazeera. Watch unlimited online entertainment. That's live sport, events, movies, series, top kids shows, and you can even play games on the video channels. Get the Kwese Play device today at zwstore.kwese.com, or you can visit your nearest Econet shop for only $59.
Kwese is revolutionizing home entertainment with Kwese iFlix. Pogba! Kwese iFlix brings you the freshest lineup of on-demand sports and entertainment on the go. Get access to an extensive range of sports, over 3,000 shows, movies, and more, all at your fingertips. Download the iFlix app today on Google Play Store and Apple App Store, and watch TV wherever, whenever. Kwese brings you entertainment on the go with Kwese iFlix.
Kwese, beyond TV. Horsepower unmatched. Torque to beat the best. Speed unrivaled. Sleek and easy on the eye. Let's get behind the wheel of football engineered to perfection. The Bundesliga, made in Germany.
All right, now head coach Lucien Favre has confirmed that Christian Pulisic is out of Borussia Dortmund's Bundesliga game at home to Wolfsburg. Pulisic strained a quadriceps injury muscle on an international duty with United States, and is not available for tomorrow's match, with Lucas Piszczek and Maximilian Philippe also absent. Let's take a look at your fixtures coming out of Germany. Hoffenheim versus Bayer Leverkusen. Nuremberg take on Augsburg. Fortuna Düsseldorf versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. Freiburg versus Bayern Munich. It's Werder Bremen versus Mainz. Leipzig entertain Hertha Berlin. Hannover versus Schalke. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Stuttgart. And it's Borussia Dortmund versus Wolfsburg. Borussia Dortmund had this in the bag. It's sort of come off the rails. Now they need to stay and keep in touch with Bayern Munich and hope that Bayern Munich slip up.
Now look at it now. Now they are hoping that Bayern Munich slip up, and they were 6 points ahead just a couple of months ago. If they don't win this one, then it's all their fault. They had it in the bag. But you know what? Chasing Bayern Munich in Germany, let them chase, not you chasing them.
Yes, yeah.
Chasing Bayern Munich. It's an up your task.
It certainly can be tough.
We take you to Spain for La Liga, where Barcelona are back at Camp Nou on Saturday afternoon as they host Espanyol in the Catalan derby. The Blaugrana will be eager to build on their lead at the top of La Liga, where they currently sit 10 points clear of second place Atletico Madrid. Now back from the international break, Ernesto Valverde's side are searching to wrap up their 8th league title in 11 years. Meanwhile, Espanyol will face a huge task when they travel across the city to visit their neighbours this weekend. The Pequeritos are 13th in the tables, equidistant between the European spots and the relegation zone with 9 points, the difference in either direction. Your La Liga fixtures: Girona versus Athletic Club of Bilbao, Getafe takes on Leganes, Celta Vigo versus Villarreal, Alaves versus Atletico Madrid, Levante takes on Eibar, Rayo Vallecano versus Real Betis, Sevilla versus Valencia, Real Valladolid versus Real Sociedad, Real Madrid will be taking on Huesca, and Barcelona versus Espanyol.
Yeah, a bit of a Catalan derby, that one.
Espanyol, Barcelona.
Yeah, should be an entertaining watch. And but you got to think to yourself, if Barcelona play according to their abilities, they win.
Yeah, of course, it might be a derby, but they will definitely win. And they are going to grab that 8th championship in 11. They have dominated Spanish football 8 in 11.
That's ridiculous.
The Beautiful Game, brought to you by Kwese.
As Chris Gray was telling you, and she tells not a word of a lie. You can turn your TV into an entertainment hub and choose what you want to watch with the all-new Kwese Play device. Enjoy seamless entertainment. Streaming on apps such as Kwese iFlix, Netflix, YouTube, and Al Jazeera. And on Kwese iFlix, you can actually enjoy local content now, which is being produced bespoke to Kwese iFlix. So that's a reason for you to get onto Kwese iFlix. Watch unlimited online entertainment from live sport events, movies, series, top kids shows, and even play games on video channels. Get your Kwese Play device today at zwstore.kwese.com or visit your nearest Econet shop. It's only 59 RTGS dollars. We gotta go, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Alua, happy birthday once again.
Thank you guys. Now I'm gonna be free to actually have a cake.
A cake? No.
Are you hinting?
I think a cake is not exactly what Alois is going to have.
I think he's talking about a different kind of cake.
He's going to have more like a drink.
These guys in the studio.
May God richly bless you. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. Manande, out.
Catch all your favorite sporting action on Kwese iFlix. Download Kwese iFlix today on Google Play Store or Apple App Store and enjoy entertainment on the go. That was The Beautiful Game, brought to you by Kwese iFlix.
Kwese iFlix, entertainment on the go. Be sure to catch ZiFM Sport every weekday on ZiFM Stereo. My station, your station.